Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, The Cutest Little Thing, Upcycle with Andrea. If you're new here, I'm Andrea and this is my channel, The Cutest Little Thing. I thank you for hopping on to watch this video. I hope that you enjoy it today, and if you do, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up and even share it with a friend who you think will like it too. Also, you can hit that notifications bell and subscribe and personalize those notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. Today you're in for a treat. I have been working on a really neat, it's sort of like, it's a cedar chest actually, is what it is. I thrifted it a while back. I've actually been working on it a while, just on and off between other projects, and sometimes it gets put on the back burner and then I'll get back to it. So it's kind of been an ongoing project for a while, and I finally got it finished. I was getting it ready to post, and also I'm going to be taking it to my booth next week. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited for you all to see that journey that I've been on flipping that cedar chest. So we'll just go ahead and get started with our video. Okay y'all, so this is a thrifted cedar chest that I got from Goodwill a while back. It's been just kind of sitting in the shop. I haven't really had a chance to get to it. So today I'm going to start on it. I'm going to start by, I've just got some latex paint on hand. I'm going to start with the base coat on it. Before I do the latex paint, I am going to sand it with my rotary sander just to rough up the surface. I'm not necessarily trying to take off the top finish or anything. I just want to rough that up so that paint will adhere better to the wooden surface, and then we can go forward after our base coat is on. Here is my latex paint. It's just some that I had on hand. It's the color Misty Gray Green in the brand Glidden. I picked it up from Walmart. I'm also adding some baking soda to my paint just to give it that chalk paint consistency. And I'm giving that a good stir, just mixing that baking soda up really well in my paint so it's good and dissolved in there. And this has the primer in it, so it will be primed as well as the first coat. I am loving this color. This is actually the color that I have painted in my kitchen and the wall where my fireplace is at home. It's called Misty Gray Green, but to me it has a blue tone to it. I've always seen blue in this color, but let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, if you see the green tones. And I guess it all depends on the lighting as well, but just let me know if you see the green tones or if it looks more blue to you. And my lighting may not be the greatest right now at where the angle that I'm at painting in, but just let me know what you guys think of this color. We've almost got our first coat completely on, and I'm just going to let that first coat dry completely, and then we'll go ahead and go with a second coat. Now we're just going over our chest with a second coat of that Misty Gray Green color. And I'm also just dipping my paintbrush into my cup of water here, and that just helps the paint spread easier, and it also gives it sort of like a washed look instead of a full coverage. I'm still getting full coverage because I'm doing 2 coats, but this technique, it really helps the paint spread, because we did add that baking soda to our paint. It's thick like chalk paint, so dipping your brush in water just helps spread that paint evenly across your surface. And I'm just going to go around the entire chest with this second coat of paint, and I think this will be good after this second coat. I don't think we'll need a third coat, and we'll be ready to do some distressing after this dries really well. Hey y'all, we've got our piece sanded, and I'm just getting some antique wax ready to go. I'm using the Waverly wax and the antique. I'm also going to add some water in here because I want to water it down. I wanted a light antique color. I don't want it the real dark brown. So you can add water to this and get it the color you want and consistency. My water added, and you can see it's pretty watery, but that's okay. It's going to kind of be like a stain, and I'm still going to take my dry paper towel and wipe away the excess. Now I'm just going and applying that antique wax mixture to my chest. I just simply take and dip my paintbrush into that mixture, and I brush it on. And once I get a section of it brushed on, I just take my dry paper towel and simply wipe back the excess. And you can customize it how you like and wipe back as much as you want or as little as you want. These are some pictures that I picked up at Goodwill. I want them to kind of go along with my cedar chest. I just think they're going to complement each other really well with their colors and everything. And I'm going to paint these frames the same color that I'm painting the cedar chest. And I'll also be distressing them as well. I'm just going with my second coat on all my frames, and I meant to say this earlier, but I forgot. But I don't use the painter's tape for painting the pictures like this. For some projects, I like to use it, and it helps out a lot. But for something like this, I would just rather, if I get any paint on the glass, I would just rather, after it dries,
to just scrape it off or wipe it off. So, but if you would rather use painter's tape, you can, but I would just rather clean it off once I'm done painting.
Now I'm just taking a piece of 220 grit sandpaper and just going over these frames just to do some light distressing over them. I want some of that dark wood color to pop through this pretty blue-green color. And I'm just going to lightly distress all the way around, especially over parts of the frame that are sticking up and over like designs in the frame. Just bringing out that pretty wood tone. I think it pairs well with this color, and I just love the distress look anyway. So I'm just going to go around each frame with my sandpaper pad. Now I'm just sealing these frames up with the clear wax in the Waverly Inspirations. Just going over the entire frame with good coverage, sealing that for protection of the frames. Okay, y'all, it has been a few days and I am not completely satisfied with the look of my chest. So I think I'm just going to go and apply another coat of my misty gray green in my latex paint and just paint over the antique look and everything. I have already redone this side. I just painted back over it with that latex paint, and then I mixed up a more watery antique wax and applied it where it's not such a heavy looking wax. It's not as dark, so I'm thinking I like this look better. So this is what I'm gonna go and do on the whole chest and see how I like that. I can always apply more antique wax. I can always make the antique wax darker if I want it darker, but it's definitely more dark than I really wanted to go for, than the look that I wanted to go for. So I'm gonna try that and see how I like it. And last but not least, I'm adding that antique wax over the top lid section of the chest. Just lightly going back and forth with brush strokes. And again, I'm just doing a section at the time. And then I go back and wipe back with my dry paper towel the excess. And this time I'm applying it lighter and wiping back more of that mixture. I just want more of the gray-green color to show through. Alright guys, our piece is good and dry. The antique wax, I'm liking it better lighter. So I've let this cure a couple of days, and I'm back out here at the shop, and I have this decal I ordered off of Amazon. It's from Woodland Arts, and it's the little bird sitting on a branch, and I just love
the little birds. I love this theme. I think it's going to be gorgeous on this chest. So all this is peel and stick, sort of like a large sticker. So I'm used to using transfers, so I'm hoping that, I do okay applying this decal. So I'm just going to go ahead. I've got our chest. I'm going to put it right in the front right here. I've already got it wiped down to make sure I don't have any dust or any loose particles or anything that would keep the decal from adhering properly to the piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and start applying my decal. And there it is, guys. I love how it turned out. I love the birds. I just love it. And I'm so thankful I did okay applying the decal. It was easier than I thought. I just hope it holds up. I'm going to give it a little bit, and then I'm going to seal this piece up. I'm either going to seal it with a spray sealer, or I might just brush on my sealer. I may do that since I have the decal, and just to be sure everything's sealed up nicely. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below.